Na 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 na. Micky van der Ven, Micky van der Ven. Oh my word, honestly, that is the goal of the season, done and dusted. And we're only in November because Spurs have beaten Copenhagen 4-0 at home in the Champions League. If you're new to the channel, please remember to like, share, comment and subscribe so you never miss a video. Oh my word. We might be back, ladies and gents. I might also be in too far ahead of myself, but I don't really care because 4-0 in the Champions League for Spurs, especially how the way we've been playing recently, is bloody brilliant. Obviously, to see the starting lineup, our bench was a little bit ropey in terms of players. I mean, we've got a lot of injuries at the moment. It meant that Frank had to play certain people, but it worked a treat. Obviously, the first person to get on the score sheet was Brennan Johnson tonight. A lovely bit of play from Xavi Simons in the middle to ping it over to him out on that kind of wide side, take it around the keeper and slot it home. We'll talk a bit more about Brennan Johnson a little bit later on. But first shout, Xavi Simons, he could have had 4 assists tonight. He's really starting to show us what he is all about. I think we've all known that things haven't really been clicking for him in recent games. To be fair, a lot of things haven't been clicking in the team, but it was nice to actually see him flourish tonight, have the ball, do a few tricks, turn, play the right ball in behind, and like I say, could have been gifted with 4 assists tonight. So very, very pleased by Simons. Obviously, the second goal came from Wilson Odobert. Again, I feel these certain players are finally starting to come out of their shell and have a bit more confidence about them. First off, it was great work from Kolo, putting a lot of pressure kind of on that back line, wins the ball back, it goes up in the air, great touch from him, plays it across to Odobert, and Odobert's just got to tap it in. Like I say, Kolo was a bit unlucky tonight. He could have had a lot of goals. Obviously, that chance where we saw the link-up play between Xavi, Odobert and himself, just for him to just hit it wide, I was gutted for him because that would have been a well-worked goal, but he was all over the gaff tonight. So could have easily had one himself. Then things kind of turned from bad to worse as we saw Brennan Johnson get a red card and we go down to 10 men. I don't know if it was tactical or not. Obviously it wasn't, but it felt like it because we suddenly then came alive. I mean, Micky van der Ven, I don't know what more I can say about the man. He's absolutely unbelievable. That goal tonight reminded me heavily of the Son versus Burnley, where Son obviously got the ball from our kind of box and dragged it up. That's pretty much what Micky van der Ven did tonight. He put on the burners. His hamstrings are somehow still attached. I don't know how Frank has managed to get through that kind of passage of play without thinking, oh my words, please hold on to your hamstrings. But it was absolutely unreal. He literally looked like one of the older kids on the playground going around all the little kids. Like going around and beating the year 7s. That's literally what it looked like. And then the shot at the end of it as well. Oh my days. But yeah, Micky van der Ven, I honestly think that's goal of the season already. He is such a great asset. It's just ridiculous to see him score goals like this. I mean, I'm happy. I keep going, keep doing it. Then obviously we managed to then get a 4th, which was even crazier. And again, it was another kind of well-worked goal. We saw Romero this time being up there near the box. He then manages to pass it across. Manages to then obviously pass it across to find Paliniha, who obviously came on with that bit of tactical change when Johnson obviously got sent off and puts it in the back of the net. I have no words. It's a totally different contrast to obviously the Chelsea game at the weekend. We actually seem to be creating things, and there was a lot of players on the pitch that actually were doing good things. It was great to have obviously a doggy back, him having that other kind of outlet out there. But like I say, it was unfortunate for Brennan Johnson to get the red card, obviously, but it somehow ignited a fire within us. Again, great work from Vicario. It was quite funny. Obviously, I was stressing when he kind of went down holding his hamstring, but obviously in the true words the Mr. Dorking manager, it was a bit more tactical to kind of slow the game a little bit down. But no, great work all by all tonight. Very, very pleased. Obviously Scarlett as well, when he came on, looked brilliant. I was kind of gutted that Richarlison was the one taking the penalty after obviously Scarlett so well to come on, win that penalty for us. Again, I guess the argument is, do you give a young lad the opportunity to score a pen in that kind of scenario? I would probably say, considering we were 4-0 up at the time, probably yes. But I get it. Richarlison's obviously not got form at the moment. It's obviously low on confidence. If he had scored that goal, probably wouldn't even talk about it. But here we are. Sadly, that is the nature of the beast and the game. But yes, a brilliant 4-0 win tonight. Very, very pleased. Obviously, I can now forget the Chelsea game and look ahead to the one against Man United at the weekend, which again puts us in very nice stead. And hopefully we can kind of take this momentum into that game before, again, the international break hits. But yeah, very, very pleased. Kind of let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I want to say a big thank you as well to everybody that donated to my 100 miles challenge. I haven't uploaded my little mini video yet, but I will do that. I have done it. I have completed 100 miles. So thank you very much for all of that. Obviously, Holly's Hotspurs will be back next Monday to obviously hopefully dissect 3 points against United, because that would be brilliant. But like I say, until next time, come on you Spurs.